game, and Liquid did end up losing that. Now Tundra are going to turn that sniper back around on Liquid and see if they can beat him with it.
That was the sniper versus Enigma game you're talking about? Or
yeah.
The other one? That sniper did not impress me. I don't know. The damage felt like it just fell the hell off. I think there's a pool of agi carries in the meta right now where if you don't scale, at least with one item ahead of the enemy, you feel like you don't do enough damage. I don't know if it's a universal stat thing or whatever. I think sniper falls in that category. Sometimes you're like 5-slotted and I mean, the pew-pews are nothing. They don't do anything. So hopefully that's not the case here. I also kind of want this 9 sniper to be more active, some better item build in terms of being able to join the early fights and skirmishes and not just play Omega greedy.
Yeah, I mean, there is a difference between these two snipers positioning-wise, right? The 1 versus a 2 position. And while, you know, you can be a mid laner and be a hard carry, that is possible, but it's not really favored in the meta right now. And also, he's just got other heroes to scale for him. He doesn't have to be the be-all, end-all of late-game damage like I think Mickey kind of had to be. Here, he's got an Ursa who will just carry late game just perfectly fine.
And Enchantress.
That is true.
And Rubik who can steal Rupture or Lashrak Stun or Chakram. There's really good Rubik spells for snaking to pull out this game. So there's some decent scale behind the sniper. I still think 9's itemization is going to be really important to Tundra and how they play around him. And if you're Liquid, you're trying to just kind of snowball this game with a very Gaimin-oriented lineup in the IO Lash plus like a Bloodseeker Timber, independent side laners with 2 supports who can also go and play through the mid hero here in Nisha and just snowball through the Disco Pony. I like both drafts, honestly. I think I would actually lean towards Liquids a bit more because I think the little ganks and the synergy is a bit higher. They have a crap ton of damage between the 3 cores. IO to help the heroes run in it, and then Wind Rangers is there to give them the stun. This Wind Ranger Timber combo is a very strong combination, not just the lane, but in the game. It's the combo that OG ran at Stockholm. And there's a reason it works. It's like Timber Shaker. Just long range, instant stun that can set up all this damage that gets pumped in. Tends to be a good setup for winning Dota games.
And a hero that is able to have an impact in the lane while also not like always sitting there soaking the experience, which I think is sometimes nice for a Timbersaw to get that fast, you know, level 2, 3 area.
And it can battle the Enchantress. So if you're not going to stay on the lane and you want to fight the support on the side or deal with camps, Wind Ranger can do okay in the early ways. Bit rough later on when you get Windrun dispelled and that type of shenanigans. For the early game, though, I think Zai should be happy in this Ursa matchup, which can sometimes be difficult later on. Though it's the new Timbersaw and it's the new Ursa. Maybe that's a bigger factor. This hero is 1-3 at this tournament. He's only won a single game.
And by that you mean the Ursa?
Yes. And
we've seen plenty more Timbersaw than that.
It was Gaimin who got the dub with the Ursa too, so that I don't even know if that counts.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to count it. Basically, this hero hasn't won a real game.
So this will kind of put it to the test. Why is the Ursa so bad right now?
His laning's really weak. His level 1 and 2 are basically useless. Clap got nerfed and damaged. It's a very expensive spell for what it does. He gives some stick charges away as well whenever he goes in on you. He doesn't buy a cheap regen item early, so his staying power in the lane can sometimes be very lackluster. And then his scale's still there, kind of, but it's also dependent on getting Roshans. And there's a lot of fast lineups that can contest the early Roshans away from the Ursa. We've seen the same thing with the TA. Like these Aura lineups with Beast or Lycan, sometimes just get in there 15 minutes. I think that also hurts him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty sad affair when your level 1 is a lot weaker and Timbersaw is able to battle back against you, right-click against right-click, without reactive armor, which is what Zai has been able to do in a lot of these little skirmishes so far. It's the future. Let's talk about our other lane here, the safe lane for Team Liquid. We've got the IO Bloodseeker in a matchup against Rubik Doom, which it also seems like they are battling quite a bit. Insani is going to be able to get the Lotus, though. A big win for an IO lineup.
That is a very valuable Lotus here, and this is a strong lane as well. This goes back to the European DPCs, kind of bringing out some forgotten technology with this IO Bloodseeker that was just running people over these dual lanes, because the Thirst gets powered up, you amp it even more. I mean, Mickey is already running around 550 MS here, and you don't even have that low of heroes. You have some half HP ones still. Level 2 Thirst already online. This is a hard lane for 33 to go up in. He doesn't have a really good neutral creep to use either. I think he's just dead.
Yeah, they're probably going to run him down here. Snake King can do what he can to stall it, but frankly, they have far too much movement speed. Meanwhile, the battle in the mid lane looks like 9 is going to die, and they actually get first blood before Mickey can get it. Mickey tips Nisha as a result.
That is a tough kill to get. This is not an easy Leshrac matchup. Maybe easier you don't go Shrapnel now. Still, it is hard to gap close, find the stun connection. He's going to lose a lot of regen here, too. If he gets both water runes, maybe he's happy.
Yeah, that's would be ideal, but I think 9 is already back into play and is able to threaten him off of that one, so...
I'm surprised Nisha found that. That's a lot of extra XP. He's going to go heal, though. Not going to heal. He's going to stay around. Still a very tough lane. 9 denies already on 9. He was winning the CS battle pretty hard.
Yeah. But Nisha just taking into him, and the harass war ends up getting a kill and probably helping the bottom lane get their kill in the first place because the sniper was so low for so long.
Liquid pulling ahead in these lanes, especially with this Bloodseeker still powered up. Just no answer to this lane between the Rubik and the Doom. They are not good at dealing with the regen sustain from the IO. This is a decent IO lane. I think we've had a lot of people talk about this hero not being strong on lanes, having issues getting through the early game. This is one of those lanes where I actually think he does fine, because there's not a huge amount of burst coming out from the Doom Rubik, especially with Devour being skilled, not Infernal Blade, and the Bloodseeker is self-sustaining. So he can just frontline for the IO in the lane, you continuously heal up, extra move speed, you can fight out the attacks.
Power shot, not quite enough. The Timber Chain just a little bit shy, but AUI has nowhere he can really run to. Timbersaw a bit faster, and with a low health Enchantress, Mickey and Insania immediately pounce on the bottom lane. Go for a second kill, both supports on Tundra dying.
Tundra at this point just telling people to stop getting low. It's killing all 3 lanes here simultaneously.
Yeah, but how do you do that against Wind Ranger Timbersaw? That's a... You're right, this duo does have like a lot of just constant harassment and kill power.
And that's the nice thing about Liquid's draft for the Bloodseeker. It's all damage. I don't think Vicky is going to have issues leveling up the thirst here and getting into these fights with an IO Lesh and a Timbersaw. Even Wind Ranger can bring some heroes down pretty fast.
And, you know, I think if you're a Liquid fan, it is good to see Mickey have a good start in the first place because, Nisha had a bit of trouble here. Snake King, toss him back with the telekinesis. Oh, he's going to turn around with the IO. Disaster for Tundra as 9 is going to die right next to Snake King. An attempted gank on the Leshrac goes wrong. Nisha turns around and gets a double.
Nowhere close to the damage to take down this Lesh with an IO who can always TP in. 6 Shackle by Boxy, and the Max Lightning pays off for Nisha as he gets the final proc onto that sniper. This lane has just not worked out, though I don't know if it's done better than the other 2 lanes here for Tundra. Somehow Skeeter is doing the best on what I would have thought would have been the weakest laner here.
Yeah.
Maybe AUI giving up a death created some space. But it's looking like a rough sniper early game. And this is generally not a hero you want to fall behind, particularly when you last pick him into a known matchup that's favorable with a gank option with the Enchantress.
That is pretty brutal. Nice shackle shot, gets more damage onto Skeeter. Level 5, so he doesn't have the enrage, so he might just die here. Skeeter's going to have to pull out some jukes underneath the tower. Needs TP rotations. They're going to come in now. Snake King shows up, tries to stall out the Timbersaw, and Zai gets low enough he can't really chase.
Yeah, Phase Boots doing some work here. Still had a salve up, so he's going to come back into this fight. Look for Boxy, they get the Purge, and that's a guaranteed kill. Nice turnaround from Skeeter, making some magic happen for Tundra early game, and they need it. As 33 is back to wave pulling shenanigans. He's trapped himself.
He trapped himself, and now he's going to die.
What's this?
To Nisha showing up. They actually clip for it to make sure 33 can't actually get any CS. What a weird set of circumstances.
What was he trying to do?
I don't
zero
even clue.
I don't even understand. Why is he pulling him down there, getting trapped? Is he just too next level for himself? He out-nerded himself, or what?
I thought for a second he was just pulling him back and then TPing. I thought he was going to like double up the wave or something, but
I just don't know why he would. Whatever. I mean, that's just a bizarre play. Somebody smarter than me should have an explanation. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's just the pressure of this early game adding up. I agree. I think he just wanted to stack the waves. It's unnecessary to trap himself. Zai in a little trouble.
Catching him again, Timber Chain. Oh, barely gets away. Snaking a little bit early. Oh, the lightning got him from the heartbeat. Well played, AUI 2000.
That barely did enough damage. That is so close with the reductions. Like 5 extra.
A much-needed kill for Tundra. They now have 2 on the board as they were falling behind in this laning phase, but beginning to cut down some of the losses here.
That was also the Harpy night vision, right?
50, 60. Dude, how much does this lightning do? He had 81 health.
I mean, it does 140. It dealt 99 post-reduction. That was pretty damn close. I also don't think they get that if it doesn't have the night vision there.
Oh, that's also
give
true.
The range. Very heads-up play. It'll skew this lane back in the favor of the Ursa, and if you're going to pick a hero on Tundra to have a good game in scale, it's probably the Ursa here. I mean, you wish Sniper had a better early game. It's just going to have to be Skeeter that carries the brunt of the damage, especially going late here. He has to cut through the Timber, he has to man-fight the Bloodseeker, he has to deal with the Leshrac when you go in with presumably a Basher later on. You really want a big Ursa this game. You want to get some Ancient stacks up for him, so when the Battle Fury hits, it hits as hard as possible. And that means keeping your tier 1s up and keeping some map control here if you're Tundra. Probably another defensive-oriented game from them that we've seen most of the tournament. That is, in theory, where the Sniper shines. Like, if you're going to try and dive or pressure these towers with the IO Lesh, and Sniper is there waiting, that's a good fight for 9. You cannot throw those types of engagements Tundra's way. It gives them a lot of gold back. And Nisha went for the Yules. So
rotation coming through. Too many heroes, though, perhaps, for them to deal with. Mickey shows up with a Rupture through the portal. They do have the relocate that's going to be coming through, and Zai is going to survive as a result. They'll easily pick apart Skeeter, who gets tossed into the air by the Yules. 9 keeping Liquid back from being able to get more kills. But Tundra just a little bit outnumbered here as more rotations. Insania went back from the relocation, but TP's in so we can rejoin Nisha to help run down more heroes. They're going to get after Snake King, slow him down with a Chakram, and an easy pickup for Zai.
You have to think about the sustain coming out here. You get caught in these long, drawn-out fights where Liquid can re-engage, and they found
got the Yules on him. 9 unable to TP away. Maybe should have hidden deeper into the trees.
This Yules has already paid off.
Oh, yeah.
2 big pickoffs. It's going to be great versus the Ursa for most of the game. An extra stun that Liquid can really take advantage of because their lineup wants them. And it's kind of interesting that we're seeing the comeback of this Leshrac Yules build that was gone for so long in the meta. It felt like maybe 4 years it's been out. And then all of a sudden, we see like Dark Mago playing Yules Blink. Looks pretty good, and now it's back.
Now, I assume he's not going to go Blink just because he's with an IO? Do you think he's just going to go back for like the Bloodstone build?
Yeah, I don't think he has to go Blink here. I don't think it's necessary. I think Liquid are just going to play to run a Tundra. They don't need to jump on any crazy backline here. You could think, it is an interesting idea, though. Do you go the Blink or do you go the Bloodstone? Because the other thing is the Bloodstone build, a lot of times you went Bloodstone into like Blink Hex. Blink was a part of that build in a lot of those situations anyway.
Yeah.
So I could see Nisha considering it here, or maybe the order, maybe you get the Bloodstone first into the Blink, and then you're just an absolute beast, right? You can always disassemble the Arcane Boots. Looks like he is running the Mask out, so it will be Bloodstone first, and I think this is very logical when you have the IO to just buff it up. You're still running this IO Lesh. He's incredibly farmed. He's had stacks here, 120 CS at the 12-minute mark, and he'll take a Golem to boot. Golem Rune is a haste bottom. That is very nice for Tundras. If that rune went into the pony's pocket,
oh jeez,
that is a rough team fight.
A hasted Leshrac IO running at you, there's no way you stop that.
And the towers are going to start falling here if you're not ready to fight behind your sniper. I don't think Tundra are. They don't even have a core item. I mean, they have Midas on 33, but you're still looking for Battle Fury for Skeeter. You're still looking for a 4-staff burst for 9. Just feels terrible on the map.
Heavy rotations here for a simple Rubik pick off. They use Rupture and they use Relocate for it.
Are we already in Tundra rat mode? I feel like we are.
Might be, yeah.
I think the Centaur pulling top wave tells me at 12 minutes we're already in let's stall the game and go late, guys. Surely it's not that bad. Maybe it is that bad. I don't know.
They're not that down in net worth, but it does feel like just the pace of the game that Tundra's not really able to fight back. They still, like, they have too many heroes that need to scale, like you said. Like, there's a healthy amount of net worth on kind of like a dead item and Hand of Midas. And the Ursa can't really fight this lineup. There's way too many kiting capabilities here.
I guess it's just pull waves. Double wave gets pulled. Triple wave, actually, by AUI. 9's like, oh, man. I got a quad wave mid? Dang. Only I was Alchemist. And Liquid see this.
To work.
Look at her like, time to push the tower, guys. We have a quad wave.
Shackle Shot goes out, 4-staff, gets him away, out of range of any trees. Zai pushed back underneath the tier 2, and
That's
Doom
the bold
actually
EV.
showing up, immediately getting stunned, but he does manage to get off his ult onto the Leshrac. Now they're going to try and slow him down with a Chakram. Skeeter getting on top of it. Nisha, Leshrac as well. So much attention, but Zai, he slows him down enough. Gives up part of his own life to make sure that
What a shackle.
buys at a beautiful shackle shot, locking down Snaking and Nine. Nine's going to be run down. Mickey is just cleaning up house right now. Skeeter even, long timber chain, perfectly placed by Zai. That catches up to Skeeter, and that's going to be a team wipe. 5-0 to the favor of Liquid.
This lineup's just way too fast for Tundra. That is a fight they need to win to maintain control of the map.
Gonna take the Wisdom Rune too.
Dirty 10 on the IO with Mech. Insania has done work in these early fights, and it's just a near perfect game for Liquid so far. There's not the early damage to fight back. This sniper pick has not done its job, which was to slow down the Leshrac and provide a hero Tundra could take these tier 1 defensive fights around. These shrapnels and ult are not doing enough into the healing that's already out from Liquid here.
I think they maybe would have had enough, but Nisha got off the ults right before he got doomed. So he stalled up Skeeter for a solid amount of time.
That's the issue. The Ursa, his early game impact is not where this hero shines. And it goes to the draft that Tundra proposed here. What is the early game, right? I feel like all 3 cores need a lot, especially if the sniper does not win his lane and go some early diffusal or mage slayer or whatever it is.
Yeah, and we've seen, you know, this Liquid squad is comfortable with trying some timing-based lineups, right?
100%. They run the lone druid a lot. I think that's their best version of it. But they'll do the Lycan, they'll do the beast. It's a lot of times through Zai on a summons hero. Io Lesh is another way you can just up the pace. Bloodstone already done, Arcane Rune on top of it. And you have this mech to back you up. Nisha feels immortal. And he just took a tier 2 at 15 minutes. This game is already out of control. 10k gold lead. And what is your short-term answer?
Well, we're going to have to reach deep into AUI's bag of tricks here to stall this game out.
I don't know if he has the wave pulling capability to stall this one. The thing is, the IO reload is also really good versus these shenanigans, because you can just run Boxy somewhere, shackle somebody into a relocate, they're dead. Yeah. You don't even lose map control. So I don't even know if you can rat this game out too easily.
Maybe part of the reason that Liquid opted for this IO pick. The pairing that is going to get the kill on Snaking. So more and more pickoffs, the map getting incredibly small for Tundra now. Relocate on the other side off of the Rupture. They can't go anywhere. They have to turn and fight. Hope to get a kill on at least Mickey, but it's just not going to happen. Mickey heals up off the Doom kill. More rotations from Skeeter and Nine. They're going for Nisha here, the Bloodstone.
Yeah, no tether.
They may not be able to fight through this one. The self-fuels gives them some time. Skeeter activates the Enrage and rips through Nisha. Finally, a kill going the way of Tundra, but again, it's a lost team fight, and Mickey, he's going to try and run down some heroes here. Not pushing him back time and time again. Mickey, it's going to be close call, but he gets the kill just before Snaking can stop him. The telekinesis does nothing, and he gets a shackle, which Mickey will clean up now. The Rubicon, and now with an ultra kill, he's looking to get the rampage. He's going to run down Skeeter, and it's going to be a rampage for Mickey.
17 minutes, just way too early for you to be giving this to a Bloodseeker here. Atos pays off in that fight, and damn, does this Insania IO look good. He just keeps his cores alive for so damn long. The triple sustain also helps here. Gale Force picked up by Boxy, blocking Tundra in a cage they do not want to be in. This lineup has just come completely online. Sure, you find a Leshrac there. What does it do for you? It gets you to an Ursa Battle Fury? I don't think you're going to have space to farm in this game anymore.
No.
Hey, where'd I go?
It was a big kill streak. Not as big as what Mickey got out of that, getting all 5, and the blink is now up on Nisha, so you're Doom on cooldown. Time to fight.
Nisha respecting Tundra a little bit more. I don't think he wants to die a second time. Sure, that last death led to Mickey getting a rampage, but don't want to give away too many more of these kills. We have the Octarine done for the Doom, a full-out Gleipnir for the Bloodseeker, so even more catch to lead into that relocate. And I think, did AUI pick up the early shard? Did he buy it for himself?
No.
Oh, okay, he just has skeletons, I see.
Yeah, he's just a beast. We'll get these skelly boys behind a tier 2. So the creep cutting has truly commenced now. How much does Liquid want to respond to it? Again, I don't think they have to commit much. I think Boxy can just be the catch here.
Spotted him with the blood right into the Gleipnir. Rotation behind, 33. with his Midas coming off cooldown, will die for 40 seconds.
This super fast Gleipnir is going to do work because you're not going to have Dispels up for a long time on Tundra. Just going to lock him in a Bloodright. Again, the itemization from Liquid makes a lot of sense here. They're building the sustain for their cores to go in versus the damage Tundra have, and then they're building the lockdown between the Yules and the early Gleipnir, plus the Gale Force.
Yeah, I was about to say, you lock him down with the Gleipnir, and they're getting pushed back by the Gale Force. That kind of relocating is going to feel real bad for Tundra, who are already struggling to get away from Team Liquid, as it looks like 9 is going to be caught now. Shackle shot. And he already used his Hurricane Pike, so nowhere for him to escape to. 25-3. Team Liquid putting on a clinic in this game 1.
I'm surprised the networks don't look worse for Tundra. I guess it's just Midas Devour Doom. And
yeah, it is.
Like Battle Fury Ursa, who got that big streak on the Leshrac. It's just nowhere to go. You're going to keep beating here. And again, I think the pickoff and the catch is way more reliable this game for Liquid than in a lot of those Tundra games where they stalled it out. I don't see them getting as much net worth out of the map in this one as they did in some of the previous matches. And I think Liquid can also go high ground if they want. They have the sustain to do it. You get an Aegis in this game. Not much preventing you just walking the track up the high ground, starting to edict your buildings.
Yeah, and then since they can push so quickly, they only need one wave to do some serious damage, which is important when AUI is constantly cutting your creep waves like this.
He's cutting. Warpine Raider, Skeletons, he's killing your side camps, even snaking, finding a little farm. This team will inch out everything they can, try and give themselves a chance in this game. I guess that chance is once again going to come down to the Tundra high ground defense. How good is it? You have a sniper. I guess that's worth something here, worth mentioning.
Then you got the pure damage sniper in AUI 2000's Enchantress.
Sure, some long range poke. Rubik, if you ever get a shard and you steal a Shrek stun, you can turn the Split Earth against him.
That's true.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is a game where if Liquid do go higher and they throw that fight and the Ursa sniper clean up big core kills with streaks, this game does get a little murky, because I do think the Ursa scales pretty damn well. Like at some point he can start beating on these cores. You don't have a great response. Nobody directly man fights him. It's just through the net worth boosting the EHP up high enough that he's not a threat. Throw a lot of that away. Okay, AUI is no longer on the map.
Yeah, trying to go for a Wisdom Rune steal. Not going to happen. And this is where you start really getting a bit of a windfall in net worth for Team Liquid. They're going to take the final tier 2s, then they're going to take both Tormentors.
Well, that's a good shard.
Yeah.
This IO shard is not one you want to buy, though it is one you're very happy to get with the IO Lesh for the bonus Spell Amp and Spell Lifesteal. Just super nice value here.
And next up is Roshan.
Why not? Put an Aegis on Anisha here and go high ground. You could even give it to Mika if he's confident enough to siege himself. Depends what Liquid want to do here. Tundra know this is happening. Do they not know? They're just looking to smoke out, maybe get some vision.
Yeah, I think AUI just wants to get into a position where he can cut some more waves, honestly.
Yeah, why not? I don't think there's anything else to do in this game. You're not fighting, and Liquid are not splitting up.
Snake King, his smoke breaks in an unfortunate situation. Right as Liquid are pushing out of the Roshan pit to barrel down the bottom lane, they will not have a creep wave with them, so they're going to have to loop over to the mid lane instead.
It's supposed to be so annoying in a game like this, where you know you've won it in a way, but AUI is still stalling it up with these stupid creeps.
Foxy's going to try and hunt him down.
Or hunt the Harpy.
Or hunt the Harpy down and make sure the next wave is protected. You got to bodyguard your creep waves now.
This is what it takes. This is what it takes. Oh, the Hadouken from behind draws the aggro.
Oh, he drew the aggro away. Now Boxy has to run back again.
You should have been more diligent. He's going to ult the Hadouken.
That's right. Focus fire him down.
And that's sad.
He doesn't even get the CS because then AOI is just like, okay, new creep.
Gonna send it right back. Oh, he almost got his courier with the wolf. Boxy's losing his mind right now. He's gonna ward this up, I'm telling you. He's gonna drop some obs down here.
Yeah.
He'll kill the wolf.
I just can't believe he hasn't, like, run into... Like, how did that Radiant scan miss?
Oh, there's a centaur now.
He scanned that area, and then all of a sudden AUI pops out with a creep. He's like, what the hell?
So frustrated by this.
This
They're just
guy.
gonna cut all the trees.
No way. But then they got to think he TP'd out.
He's going to get a courier. Oh, almost. He actually would have had it. He messed it up.
Dude, AUI is still there.
Why would he leave?
Oh my god.
I mean, if
he's
he
going to get the 24-minute spawn.
Liquid. You know he's here. You know he's here. Dude, just go. Just
like,
ward it.
there's another creep? No
Okay,
way.
They saw him. They saw him. He's gone. He is
An
gone.
attempted TP out, AUI, a little too cheeky for his own good at this
Enchantress has been eradicated. Clapped all around. It only took 2 minutes here.
Sad part is, with the IO relocate, it wasn't even that much space for Tundra to work with. As Skeeter pops his head out of the base for a little bit of farm, immediately gets it chopped off.
Did waste a lot of time on this Aegis.
He did.
There's only 2 minutes left. So technically, 2.5 of that. There's still a Satyr here.
He cut the midway.
Oh, this game is so silly, man. I'm glad AUI is not playing professionally anymore.
What do you mean? You're not playing anymore. You don't have to deal with it.
I feel for the sanity of all these players, though. He must be enjoying himself.
Oh, 100%.
Like
That's why I'm surprised he didn't buy the shard, honestly. I would have invested everything just because the way he's playing this game. I thought getting 2 creeps.
I mean, Hurricane Pike is just way too good in this game.
Yeah.
Like, the Hurricane Pikes to push the Leshrac back or push the Bloodseeker back are so pivotal in the high ground defense for Tundra here. As they're going to get caught out of base again. Going to try and save each other, or maybe turn on Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey is actually going to be low enough. He's probably going to die.
Is there an IO save?
Nation
No.
looking to finish him off, and yeah, no IO relocate. The IO Lesh was still a little bit far away. Now they're going to go back in with that duo. AUI's immediately bursted down by Zine. Now they've caught 9.
They found
Going
Boxy
into the stun. Some of the backline is being decimated right now with the BKB Ursa going to work.
And look at these 4 staffs. They are really proving invaluable for Tundra.
They are chasing in really deep here. Is there any way that Tundra can respond diving past a tier 3 like that?
BKB's on cooldown, Doom on cooldown, and Rage on cooldown. And that is why Nisha pushes the issue, still has this Aegis up. The IO is just really far on that go. Otherwise, I think Mickey can get saved, and that's a disaster for Tundra. Instead, they get some big kills out of it, including that Bloodseeker streak that was 9-0. That is a 2,000 gold kill you're giving away.
Fast break into mid, trying to catch Skeeter, who blinks down, gets the arcane rune, now hopping away.
The ballsy move. He'll live.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Aegis did not do what I think Liquid wanted it to do here.
No,
Just at
didn't.
least get like a tier 3 or a team fight out of it.
They lost the mid tower.
Tundra eking a chance here.
As long as they don't run into the Leshrac. Still has another 10 seconds left on the Aegis. That's going to expire.
You got to think about these 4 staffs and the Hurricane on the Doom kiting these fights out. If Tundra can create a situation where they engage back up and Liquid have to run into them, but that gap gets forced between the Lesh and the Sniper, you're in an okay spot.
Yeah.
Still, you're going to have to play around Doom a lot, because Doom is what's winning you these fights. You're catching the heroes from Liquid off guard before the BKB comes out. That fight's a completely different outlook if Mickey has BKB and then he pops it before he hits Doom, for example, or if the IO is there with a reload. That was just
that's the
Tundra
problem,
finding
right?
an opening that should not exist for much longer in this game.
Yeah, the Doom is working for them, but it shouldn't in some ways. Like, there is plenty of answers here for Liquid to counteract Doom.
The IO reload is the easiest one, because what is canceling it in this game?
Yeah.
You have a lift, and that is not reliable at all. So Liquid pulling out an old school Doom counter in this Wisp, and it's been working really well for him, as Insania has still had a perfect game here. The only player without a death, 2-0 and 23. Goddamn.
Hell of a performance. And he's gotten a ton of farm as a result. He's going to work towards a Crimson Guard. He's huge.
Why not? It's a great Crimson game. Hero actually has decent strength gain. And the creep cutting continues. AUI back to his favorite spot. As Skeeter tries to push through as many
area.
That's what I thought for sure Boxy was just going to drop an obs.
Because he can't do the same sort of thing on the other side of the map, because it's an Ancient can. I mean, they push this game late enough, maybe he'll be able to do the same thing.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's a
is
lot
under
harder
attack.
for sure. Which is kind of sad, because otherwise he could be taking their Wisdom Rune right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Liquid are done with the shenanigans. They have Hex on Zai.
Yeah, waiting for the Blink Hex. Almost catching 9.
And Nine's looking for this Ags, by the way.
Top tower is falling.
A very interesting item choice. Not one that is going to make him scale versus these heroes, especially once armor starts coming out. A choice that will help the high ground defense and give them another reload stun, I guess.
Yeah.
Reload cancel.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It feels like a lot of net worth going into an item that isn't changing much of the fight, though.
Barracks are under attack.
Back to it, going for the range barracks. And I think Tundra are not like super eager to defend here. AUI pops forward, immediately going to be pounced on. Trying to finish him off with the Force Staffs will help him survive here.
you have to think
Now
about.
turning fire onto Nisha. Nick's going to jump forward with his Gleipnir Bloodright. Another Force Staff getting out of range of danger.
Skier hasn't even come back to this. This is Tundra saying we're just going to stall out this push. They get a rupture, gone. Ags finished for the sniper. So that 1 second assassinate stun is online.
They didn't even get like focus fire used for a second there. They didn't get a big building off of this.
Well, they got the bigger prize potentially.
He does have BKB. He could just TP out.
It's a big BKB down though, 90-second cooldown. I wonder if Liquid can make anything of it. Just run it back down top, take the fight, knowing that Ursa is. There's no way Skeeter can take a fight without his BKB. Seems impossible. AUI getting chased down. Has a Ogre Sealed Totem on top of Hurricane Pike. Man, the kiting has been on point here from Thunder. At least give him that. And they found an opening. Didn't even have to do him.
Great pickup. Now they don't have to worry about that BKB timing for Skeeter. There's no way Liquid pushes for the high ground now.
This game is feeling a little weird. I don't know, man. Like, maybe Tundra is truly just the team that will not go away. Still, I can't help but feeling they are getting more in this game than they deserve, and these big kills are worth so much damn gold. They're like 1.5K, 2K each. You're getting levels on some of these Tundra cores. Level 21 for Skeeter.
Uh-oh, Skeeter. I think they might run into him here. They spot him.
He has no BKB.
No
There's a
BKB,
Doom.
but a turnaround. They do have Doom. Do they get the relocate
There's
out?
no reload.
Yeah, he's going to play for it. A lot of heals coming out, so they're actually fine. No need to relocate away. It was on cooldown anyway.
He has a full Shivas.
Jeez.
Full track.
Yeah.
He's so damn tanky.
And they're going to head back. Check out the Roshan pit. It's not actually up. Need
a
another
Tormentor.
minute for that.
I mean, if Tundra get this Tormentor, that's pretty decent because they have not gotten any of this game.
Yeah, that'll be another save, potentially. Or it's another creep for AUI, or no, Little Friends.
See, that's why you don't buy it. AUI knew he's going to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I have achieved my final form.
Just imagine if Snaking got that shard, though, in these fights where there's just like 5 different Force Staffs all going
Yes,
off, and then
he
there's
wants it. He wants it bad this game. The thing is, you kind of also want to save buybacks here. It's another big shard for Tundra to help kite out the fights, and they're staying in this game. The gold lead has stayed flat for 10 minutes here. Impressive in its own way, considering the game state and how much Liquid snowballed this early game.
I almost want to see, maybe I'm a little bit of a sadist here, but I kind of want to see Tundra just all into like the dirtiest turtle lineup you could possibly imagine, and just see if they could break Liquid that way.
What, just first phase sniper arc warden?
Yeah,
Go screw yourself. Support Zeus techies and I don't know what else is in there.
And maybe some big team fighter like Enigma or something.
Yeah, sure, we'll throw him in there. Tide Hunter
Radiant
with an
are
Ags.
scanning.
I mean, Sinking has this split earth. That's another reason to get that shard. Like, you have the telekinesis save. That helps your high ground defense even more if you get this split earth.
Yeah. He's thinking about it between that and Blink Dagger right now.
And buyback. You always have to consider saving those up for your high ground defense on top of everything else. Psychic Headband, another little gap disjoiner here. They really are playing towards what is working for them. And it has kept them in this game, giving them a chance.
Whoever wins this series, they may just be out of gas by the time the grand finals happens.
Yeah, who's really winning here? Probably Gaimin.
Yeah, Gaimin's just in back there. This is the life. Enjoying the Bali weather, watching two teams drive each other mad.
Struggle in the dirt, in the mud with neutral creep dragging. IOTP on this outpost. Tundra see it.
Glimmer Cape is going.
I'm surprised they didn't try and go for that because there's a nullifier on Skeeter.
Yeah, they easily could have had a chance of bursting him down anyway.
It's just so scary when you don't know where Liquid is.
That's true.
And that is a full TP, so it feels like they're all there. Now they're going to smoke up. Look for the jump down mid lane. There is an Aegis on the Leshrac. You do not want to find him. You want to find Timber or Bloodseeker.
Hopefully they don't believe that Timber Saw is real.
Courier outspotted on the ward, so Liquid know exactly where Tundra are right now. That Timber illusion might bait something out.
Jumping forward, Nisha, Shiva's finding Staking. Mickey getting the rupture onto the Skeeter Ursa as well. That's very bad.
Didn't even get BKB off. Nice little combination there. Will open up the high ground. They don't have a wave, however, as the wave is getting cut.
You never have a wave.
You're never going to have a wave at the base this game. 33 did a decent job. There's an Alpha Wolf there too. And he'll TP bottom with bots and push that in. So can you get anything off this Ursa kill? It is a long duration kill here. 60 seconds still. You have a mid wave. This should be good enough to get a Rax at least.
100%. With 3 minutes left on the Aegis, Liquid, this could be their chance to close out the game here.
Especially with Aegis still up for 3 minutes on this level 20 Leshrac with a Cloak of Flames on top of that Shivas. He's so damn tanky. Zai gonna poke the jump. He's trying to fish for buybacks here. Gets a Rubik. Not the Ursa. I think Skeeter rather hold his buy than the Rax, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Nisha, small blink forward.
And there's the high ground defense. It is a little hard to sit here under the shrapnels, under that sniper ult. Impetus, poke you down.
Here goes the rupture. 9. He'll get back to safety. It's just creating a bit of space for Liquid to take the buildings. Range barracks down. Melee soon to fall. Skeeter will hold on to his buyback successfully, but it does cost them quite a bit. Nice deny from 9. Every little bit helps.
Moral victory. Well, they save Skeeter's buy. Lose a Rax. Down 3. Aegis Cheese still up for Liquid if they want to push another lane.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're splitting up at all right now. I feel like it would just be go again, but maybe they just want to play off of the pickoffs. Inevitably, like, the game goes later, you get a pickoff, it's more impactful because then they're gone for 60 seconds instead of 40.
I think they're happy scaling this game, too.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as Nisha keeps getting farmed. I think there is a point at tips. It's just going to be a very long way away. I just don't know if this sniper is going to have late-game impact here, even if you stall it out. Like, this Ags Octarine build is a very funky build. I don't actually know if it's doing anything.
Yeah, considering the sustain on Team Liquid.
Yeah, the damage is very underwhelming from this. See if you can land some clutch assassinate stuns. Outside of that, it's just going to be shrapnel and what that does in the high ground defense here. And it puts more pressure on the Doom and the Ursa to carry the weight in terms of damage. Basher up for Skeeter. This is pretty much as good as it's going to get for him in trying to burst a single target core.
But who does he jump?
Not the Aegis Leshrac here for sure.
Zai jumping forward, gets the Scythe onto the Rubik. 4 staffs, getting him away. Mickey has committed his BKB, but 9 is the one in trouble here. Now he does have buyback. He's going to work with that one while Skeeter went straight for Boxy. He got that without using his BKB, so a bit of an upside here for Tundra and their hold of the high ground.
Pressure flies in for 33, makes up for that Doom hitting the Lincolns there on Zai. Still, that's a 9 buyback. Liquid are happy with that. They'll trade a Wind Ranger for the second life on Sniper. Continue to decimate the Tundra economy. There's a ward on this triangle. They see Nisha here.
Opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, they know he's alone. I just don't think you can reach him. That's the other problem with Leshrac. This hero is incredibly fast on the map with Boots of Travel 2 already up.
Yeah, he's cruising.
Got too many items to use already.
Him and the Bloodseeker, and then you got the IO tied into both of those heroes constantly. Just sitting on top of your hero is incredibly difficult. He needs more stuns.
Well, you're not going to have them unless you get the bash.
You just wait until the the assassinate, refresher, assassinate.
Is that what we're aiming for?
Oh God, I hope not.
I mean, there is War Stomp, refresh War Stomp.
Yeah, that's something. All right, Tundra for the very first time as a team, anyway, on the Radiant side of the map, cross the river, and then immediately go back.
They're just looking for a pickoff. They do not want to take a 5-on-5 out on Liquid side of the map when there's buybacks, when there's a reload save.
Yeah.
That is impossible here. And Nisha is just going to push towards a full Wind Waker. Interesting item choice when there is this nullifier already up on Skeeter, though he can't nullify anything. It's going to be strong. Just being able to move in your own Yules could be pretty nice in these fights to get out of the high ground weird situation.
Or it might be able to save somebody else being targeted.
Though I also think there was a world where you sold the Yules and bought something else, like a Lincoln's or Octarine. I don't know.
Scythe.
Yeah, sure. Another Scythe off the blink.
Never hurts to have more stuns. I got every single time we get into these games for Liquid, 37-minute rolls around, Ninja Gears everywhere.
Ninja Gear is a free item, right? You can use it, still have another one. And it's just damn good. I mean, Smoke of Deceit is pretty damn good in Dota. It's hard to turn down. I'm unsurprised we see this item a lot, and Tundra are also going to have a couple of their own. In fact, 3 of their own. They also understand its strength.
Only way for AUI to get back out on the map again, you know?
Very true. He's got a smoke over there. Can't be using the team smokes for that. Also gives him a chance to find some solo pickoff here. Skeeter, he's smoked top. Looking at Zai. They have a bots too. Oh, this should be a kill. They just don't use Doom.
And yeah, they used the Doom for it. I was curious if Liquid were going to try and respond with a relocate and fight into that, but they opt out of it.
It's pretty hard. When these heroes have BKB, you're just not dealing that much damage. You can't save him.
Yeah.
And that is a worthwhile Doom, because cooldown's basically going to match the Timber Saws here, so you're not losing anything.
Sure.
And that's a heads-up bots to pick up by 33. It's going to make this solo Ninja Gear smoked Ursa a pretty big threat on the map, especially as Skeeter closes into level 25 here. He gets that talent. Damage goes up with the extra overpower. Suddenly you don't need 2, you only need 1. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep looking. 50 seconds, no Timber Saw. All the Ninja Gears for Tundra are getting them past these lanes.
It's going to be awkward. Roshan could be up right now.
He sees Mickey. They're going to get him again.
Jump on him, break him, try and stomp him, but he got off the BKB, and now Nisha pushed away by the Hurricane Pike of AUI. Nice play, but Boxy is running down the 9 sniper right now. Jeez, they're just cleaving through this back line, though, so quickly. Mickey, as soon as he gets a little bit of speed off the thirst.
Tundra got what they came for, though. That was the Timber Saw buy, and they got all their cores out successfully.
Yeah.
Pretty much best case scenario you can hope for once Mickey gets that BKB off. Look, we're going to try and take advantage of the fact that both supports are dead here. They'll force a buyback of their own and push Nisha up to this high ground with some Lincoln stacking. Damn, he is tanky. We do have a Doom up. The refresher went out for 33.
Dire's courier has been killed.
You just keep on giving him more and more Lincolns. You have a lot to fight through. 2 at a time.
Now, when does Skeeter want to jump? The only question here. That Sniper is not doing a lot of damage.
Blip going to be used last second. Wind Wakering away. Nisha to the safety of the low ground. Refresh those Lincolns and go again. Now he's going to be jumping. Assassinate, ready to go. Instant Hex onto 33 Doom. Skeeter jumps in for Insania, but he's already healed up off the cheese, so he's going to be good. Nisha charging forward with the help of Mickey. They turn back to Skeeter. Deal with him. Immediate buyback from the Ursa, because they have to be able to bail out 9. He needs the help right now with Nisha right on top of him, right next to the fountain. They're going to go for it. Ogre Seal Totem gets AY away, but Nisha brave in the fountain for a moment. He wants all of these kills, and they're going to have him. Ultra kill for him. And Skeeter, the last one, a double rampage for Ling.
Yeah.
Why not just buy Dagger on Bali Major and, you know, like just jump in and kill one, and then they're like 1 man down, you're